Welcome, beautiful souls. My name is Zoe. I am the singing farmer at EarthSongFarm, and I'm living my dream life of growing and singing on my little mini small holding in my back garden, EarthSongFarm. And I'm here to bring you some updates weekly and a little bit of emotional intelligence support work for you to help you grow your life song just as I'm growing mine. So this week we have some updates about some crafting and the situation with the animals in the garden. And my message to support you in creating your life is about committed action and the way of being that you are in your committed action to create joy around you for everyone else as well. So the project I'm working on is making some craft advent strings to sell on my Etsy channel as EarthSongFarm Crafts, and I have created 3, posted them, and they've been snapped up. So the pricing may not be accurate. I'm working on getting that balanced, and I'm aware that there's a lot of work gone into them. If I factor in my time, then it's not a profitable business. But my intention is to bring love, connection, joy into the world, share these beautiful things with some young families who are missing out because we used to do these at school and now they're not available. So they're a lot of work to put together yourself when you have small children in your house. Not an easy task. I've got older ones who can support me and they are stepping in to help. Now, what came up over the weekend is that the way of being that I am in the process of the doing is very important. If I'm in a place of love and joy and fun, then other people will be enrolled in supporting and joining in with the project. If I'm in a place of anxiety and rushing and stress, they're not going to want to be involved. So I've been working very diligently on myself so that I get to be in that beautiful space to create joy for others in the doing as well. And my intention is to have some beautiful Christmassy music on, have the oranges baking in the oven so that they are drying and there's a beautiful smell throughout the kitchen, setting it all up so it's beautiful with all the different colours of the rainbow with the tissue paper. And it's a very pleasurable experience. And yes, it's working. I have a helper who's stepping in to help wrap and put things together as we prepare these orders to go out to the families who've snapped them up. So I'm working on creating a few more, and I will put the Etsy link down in the description. And if you want one, I would say get in quick because they're being snaffled up. And that's the project. My message to you is that when you're working on the doing, look at how you're being so that it's a joyful experience for you and for the others around you. And then we get to talk about what's going on with the garden and the rats and the poultry with the government directive that's come out. So we'll do the poultry first. So the poultry, my daughter came back from college this week and said, "Oh, Mum, it's bird flu time again. All the birds get to be locked up in chicken lockdown. Chicken lockdown." So yes, we've had to rearrange birds and they are now in chicken lockdown because there's avian flu about and the wild birds carry it. So unfortunately the ducks are now locked up in the fox-proof pen every day. Pippin and Ebony are out on the lawn in a cage, in an enclosure there we set up for them, and the others are up here in their fox-proof pen. So it's a sad thing for them to be locked up because it's such a beautiful day and it'd be nice for them to roam about, but unfortunately that is the rule. So I will walk around the garden in a bit and show you that. And the other news is that the rats have gone ballistic and they are breeding so quickly that it's as if we need the Pied Piper to come out. So I was reminded of a song that we sang at school, and as out at Rangemore School we did a Pied Piper of Hamelin play, and I was reminded of the Rats of Hamelin song. So I'm going to see if I can remember a snippet of it, and I get to find out where this song is because it was a really good song. I really enjoyed it. But which play we had, I'm not sure which play we were using. So if it's your play and I'm using your song, it was a fantastic song, and I would acknowledge you if I knew who you were. So this is the parts of the song from the Rats of Hamelin. Out of every door and window, out of every house and shop, came the endless rats of Hamelin, looked as if they'd never stop. Big rats, small rats, long rats, short rats, rats of every shape and size. Brown rats, grey rats, white rats, black rats, rats with different coloured eyes. And that is just what it's going on here. We have them all different sizes. The rat trap has caught another one this morning, and I feel so awful because it was such a lovely baby one, but I've had to call the pest control man in because it's not sustainable. The method I'm using is too slow for the control of the population, so we get to get some support in, and it gets to be dealt with sooner rather than later. There may be some shuffling around behind me. They are nesting up here, so you may actually see one, but they probably are scared of my voice. So what he did say, the rat man, when he came on Wednesday, was, I have the perfect grounds for breeding rats. He said, if you want to breed rats, you have the perfect place for it. You've got food, you've got water, you've got lots of cover for them to hide in. And he said the first job that you get to do is to clear as much of the cover away, and burn all the excess bits of wood and twigs and growth and clear away a space. So my project this weekend, if I get these advent strings onto Etsy as fast as possible, is to spend some time in the garden and really do a bit of clearing. So I'm going to take you on a little walk around and just show you how horrendous it's got. The holes are getting more and bigger, and you can see as well the situation for the birds and in chicken lockdown. So we'll go on a little walk. All right, I'll just change over and off we go. Okay, so we're going to walk down now, lots of cover over here that I get to clear up, to this pen down here where we've got locked in chicken lockdown, Mr. Hoodoo, and little Yo, and Sparkle up there. And the rats have been coming in. I'll just put a point. They're sort of nesting under there and they're coming in. I have caught a couple in that box. And then, they've been busy last night. All over, lots of holes everywhere. So they're out most of the time. I see when I come out to the garden, I see them quite easily. So he said, clear away all this extra stuff. And my advice to you is, if you think you might be having a rat starting in your garden, clear away, burn away much of the scrub. So like here, I've not done my borders. It says get all that cleared away. And we've got a plastic bag blown in. I'll get that up. And then down here we've got Pippin and Ebony in an enclosure. We've covered the top and they are in this space. The idea is to stop the birds getting in. We do have pigeons that come down and eat the bird food, so this has now stopped the pigeons. And then down here I spotted a new hole down here today. There's a new big one down there coming up. They're just nesting everywhere, these rats. And then the duckies. Duckies are in here, they're locked in here now. Hey duckies! We've got Honeybell and Puddle. That's Puddle's the manardy looking one. And Yuzu and Pomelo. I think Pomelo's a greyer one. And then another thing that's happened this week is that my daughter has spent some time creating enrichment for the quail. So if I open the door, I don't know if I can get that one open. I'll do the bottom one. Down here, she's created some enrichment for them in their enclosure. They've got lots of sticks and twigs and leaves, and it's looking very nice in here with the quail. There you go, little quail. And there was a rat. Oh, there you go. See, running away. I spooked it when I opened the thing. Right, okay, so rats everywhere. They're big. The big ones, we're not catching. Yeah, so rats everywhere, and we're not catching them fast enough. Muffin hasn't caught any for a few days, so she gets to get a bit more effective. And the rat man's going to give me a quote before coming out to help with the situation. he said he can find something that is going to be suitable to have with pets around. He also has a very effective old terrier. She gets to train up a new puppy. Apparently they're getting a new puppy, and she's going to train the new puppy at ratting. And he said if I could clear as much of the stuff away out of the space, then he'll bring his terrier and we'll let her run around the garden. But it's not a situation that we wanted to have. Neither of us, he said he doesn't like hurting animals, and I don't like hurting the animals either. So it's such a pity, because they're beautiful creatures. We've kept rats as pets before, and it's not safe for this. There's illnesses you can get from rats, and the children next door at the nursery, which you've probably heard. So I get to let these rats go somehow. Anyway, that's my update this week from EarthSongFarm. I get to go back to my committed action, creating these beautiful Advent strings, and let's see how many we can get done by the end of today. And then we'll put them on Etsy and see how quickly these ones get snapped up. I put 2 on last night and they got within a few hours. All right, I'll see you next week, and have a lovely run up to Christmas. Don't stress, enjoy it, be in the flow. You get to embrace joy and love as we go into this holiday season, and really enjoy the time going forward into the darkness of the year as we bring light into the world for everyone else. All right, have a lovely week. Bye bye. Out of every door and window, out of every house and shop, came the endless rats of Hamelin, looked as if they'd never stop. Big rats, small rats, long rats, short rats, rats of every shape and size. Brown rats, grey rats, white rats, black rats, rats with different coloured eyes.